Wow, hi guys. So, this is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. I am Naveen Ferguson. I have to say, sometimes you have to arrest the the energy flow because there are things in life sometimes that tries to throw you off, and it's like when you're trying to get into that zone, into that flow, and just tapping into the energies of the universe. It's just sometimes it's not an easy process. Sometimes it's like a lot of waves and like mountains or just like sporadic things that happen in one's day that kind of sometimes interrupts the energy flow in such ways. But hey, that is also a part of life. That's also a part of the whole facets of energy. It's not always going to be smooth sailing and stuff like that. So you really sometimes have to focus into what you need to do. You know what I mean? And really become the energy that you want to become, whether that's positive, whether that's focused energy, whether that's like a discerning, being aware type energy. You understand what I'm saying? So, life isn't necessarily in what we consider levels of perfect, because sometimes things aren't necessarily in air quotes perfect, but you do your best to traverse the situation accordingly, right? Okay, so at least that's my that's my little thought on that because I'm here and I'm feeling to do reading, but it's like it's my whole Zen mode was interrupted, but it's all good. It's only gonna make us stronger, right? Okay, so spirit message today. Who are we going to read for? And I'm feeling like this may be another monthly reading. So let's see. And we are reading for, oh, we're reading for everyone. Okay, so we're going to do a spirit message of love for the month of January. Okay, and this is for everyone. January 2022. Yes. Okay, so, oh, Happy New Year, by the way. Oh, it's going to be something not so long and not so short. It's going to be semi brief. And I'm feeling I'm going to take cards from the deck in this way for this reading. And this card, I feel, it really wants to turn over. And we will get to it in a moment. Yes. Okay. Very brief and straight to the point. So this is a message for all signs. A love message for 2022, January. Okay. And I am going to start with this card. Yes. So the message from the universe for all signs is just letting you know that we're entering a new stage of things. It's a whole new energy. And actually, similar to what I was talking about, you may not necessarily understand the flow of what's happening, which means you have to now start, you really have to continue. This is a continuant energy. You need to continue pushing yourself to grow yourself, to see things in new ways of doing things, new way of thinking about things, and all those combinations of newness in between. The hangman, right here, I feel as though he, in this sense, I'm an intuitive reader, and what I'm feeling is he was wrapped up. You see how the chain is around his leg right there? And I feel like he's been trying to untangle himself. As you can see the change, it's like he had to figure out a puzzle, how to untangle himself in order to move forward. And because he's upside down, his perception is a bit different than it would be like right side up. It's like an unusual feeling, something he's not necessarily used to. But I'm feeling like he has the belief, the discernment within himself that even though he feels slightly tangled, he can figure out his way out of this. Okay? So that's what I'm feeling right now from the universe regarding a message of love. You have to love yourself enough to push um like more beyond the common. You have to love yourself to take that, like, not necessarily leap, but to take the time to figure certain things out. The same way you would take the time to figure certain things out for those who are probably closest to you and whatever have you. Sometimes you do not take that same amount of focus and time on yourself. And the universe is saying you have to love yourself enough to do just as much for yourself as you would for others. Okay? And I'm feeling drawn to this card next. Yes, the world. So we're starting a whole new chapter in 2022. This is for January. I love message from the universe. It makes perfect sense. Um, with the hangman, a whole new perspective. With the world, you've done away with 2021. Now you're going into 2022. You've learned and accomplished and you've experienced what was necessary, what you needed to know. And now you're entering into a new chapter as signified by the world. You have graduated into this new sense of being, okay? So you have to believe that in yourself. The world is letting you know that, well, if anything, the world is kind of encouraging you, letting you know that, hey, you have passed the trial. You have learned what you need to learn. That burden is gone, done away with. You've overcome the challenge, and now we need to move forward into this new chapter. Okay? And you can do it. The universe is saying, with the world, you can do it. You've gained what you need to gain in order to take a hold of 2022 with victory and assurance and confidence. Okay? So this is definitely an edifying message of love from the universe. And now for the final card. Yes. The Hierophant. Oh, this is amazing. Um the Hierophant, it's literally about what would you've accomplished. It's like the in-betweens of these two right here that I'm feeling, whereby you had to look at things in this new month and towards the whole new year of 2022 with the Hangman in new perspectives and an acknowledgement that you've understood and you've gained the acknowledgement to move forward into this new chapter, because the Hierophant is saying someone who has went through a level of experience, who has went through the physical hardships and figured out how to use those tools along the way in order to gain the justifications or gain the victories, or understood how to traverse these situations, or whatever the situation is. The Hierophant understands holistically how to use those experiences and tools in an expert level. You understand? That is what has happened, and this is how you're going to be moving forward. In 2022, you must believe and acknowledge within yourself that you have the tools. This is like a semi-redundancy of this. It's really just hammering home a level of confidence and belief in you to know that, hey, this is a new year. I know a lot of new things are happening. I know some things from last year are having probably some tremors, and they may even be evolving into more complicated facets. But do not fear, because you have what you need in order to get through this with victory and go above all that you thought you could not accomplish. Okay? So in January 2022, all of this is going to come to light to you. You're going to be edified. You're going to be justified. You're going to be vindicated. There's a lot of newness that is happening, and you're going to meet the mark. Okay? So this is for all signs. It is a very loving encouragement from the universe, and I wish you a happy new year. If this has helped you in any way, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Hit the bell icon, and feel free to support the page by donating to the PayPal link in the description box below. Okay, bye.